I'm Kristine Gill with the Naples Daily News, and we're here with Executive Chef Billie Raper at the Terraces at Bonita Springs. And we're going to cook.
We're making a Nouveau Niçoise Salad today.
All right.
It's traditionally made with tuna, but
Okay.
we're going to make it with a nice piece of seared salmon.
Awesome.
Are you ready to go? We're going to start?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, well, what we have, I've got some water boiling. Now, the idea behind a Niçoise salad is very simple: potatoes, green beans, olives, things like that. So what I have is I've got a few green beans here, and I've got some potatoes.
All right.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and take some of these green beans, set them on the table, and then we're gonna put some potatoes in the water.
Okay. What's in the water?
Now what I've done is, this is just basic blanching water. I've got a little salt and pepper in there. So just water, salt and pepper. What we wanna do is blanch our potatoes. Now that's gonna take a little bit of time. If you wanna drop, be very careful and drop maybe 4 potatoes in that water.
Alrighty. Do I need gloves?
No.
Just gonna touch it.
Okay. Well, you're going to eat what you're touching, so I'm going to let
Okay.
I'll let you go a la naturel. So those are blanching, and what you want to do is let those cook, come back to a boil, and let them cook until you can take a knife and pierce them, and it pierces right through, and they're nice and soft.
Gotcha.
Then the green beans, and we're going to do this all at the same time right now. We're going to drop the green beans in that same water. So go ahead and drop those in.
So these are good.
Yeah, so drop those in the water. Now for our green beans, they don't need to cook very long.
Okay.
We don't want them to be mushy, all right? We want to keep as much of the flavor and nutrients in them as possible, so probably a minute to maybe 2 minutes tops in boiling water to let those blanch. And I like to keep them moving around a little bit, so I'll just use a pair of tongs and I'll kind of move them around, make sure they keep going, and I'll check them from time to time. You might also find that you hear them popping, because that's going to be, they won't pop, they won't hurt you, but but what's happening is that the little seeds inside, there's air pockets, and of course that just kind of pops, and the little seed might pop out of there, but that's not a problem at all. Just kind of wash them. Couple minutes in that, and they're good to go. And like I said, the potatoes, once they're soft in the center, you can go ahead and pull those out. We also have hard-boiled eggs
All right. Are
that
these
come on
already
this
hard-boiled?
dish. And I've already gone ahead and boiled these,
Good.
but you can use the same water
Okay.
when you're done. Maybe put a little bit more in it. Use the same water, all to cook your eggs and everything.
Gotcha.
All right. So we're going to take that off, because what I've done is I've gone ahead and blanched off some product for us. So I've got a bowl here, and we're going to take our potatoes and our green beans. So I'll let you go ahead. We're going to take these and quarter them. Which knife would you like to use? Which
I'm going to use the big one.
Going to use the big one. All right, we're going for the big knife.
I hear it.
All right, so basically we're going to quarter the potatoes, cut it in half again, and we're going to drop it in the bowl.
Okay. And you told me not to cut off my finger that way?
Try not to take off the yellow on your fingernails, yes.
Here. They're a little sharper than mine.
Yeah, these are good sharp knives.
All right. And leaving the skin on?
Yes, the skin, you want to leave that on there. That's nothing wrong with that skin. We've washed them really well. They're nice and clean. You know, that's a good thing about it.
So do you eat this cold then?
Yeah, this is, yes, we make this. We eat it cold.
You said you just do these in
You
half?
can make the salad, keep the salad cold, and then bring it out, put it on the plate. You know, you could also, if you once again, play with it, have some fun with it. You could possibly have these things warm. You could take this at this point and throw it into a saute pan, saute it up, throw your olives in, throw a little bit of dressing in when it's warm, put it on the plate with the warm piece of salmon. You could make a hot dish out of it, but classically, traditionally, it's a cold salad.
Okay.
So to this, we're going to add a few Kalamata olives.
Do those have pits?
No, these are pitted, and we're using Kalamata. Now, Niçoise salad from Nice traditionally gets a Niçoise olive, which are smaller and they are more beige. But you know what? I like Kalamatas,
Okay.
which is why I'm using the Kalamatas in it. Again, your taste, what you like, that's what you mix in. This is also good with tomato. Do you like tomato?
I do.
All right, so if you want to grab a tomato,
One of these big ugly ones.
well, not the big one. I would, for what we're making, maybe that either that red one or that yellow one.
Well, what tastes better? I want the
Oh,
yellow.
these are all heirlooms. They're really good. So cut that in quarters.
Okay. What about the little core?
We'll take that out
How?
when we cut it.
I need this spelled out. Ooh,
That's what we're doing.
it's a good knife.
So if you do a little V there, you take that core out.
I didn't realize it'd be red right there.
Yeah, I know, they got great color. These heirlooms are fantastic. They got a really nice flavor. The colors in them are vibrant, and they look great in a salad.
And just quartered, you said?
All right, so cut that, and then we'll cut it again. Now cut it in half this way.
All right.
Now again, this is, you like this, so this is, we're adding it in. It's something that, you know, not necessarily in the recipe, but because it's something that you enjoy, put it in.
Yeah.
All right, so to that, I've added just a little bit of Italian dressing.
Okay.
I've got a nice recipe for just a quick little vinaigrette for the site, but you know, you can go out to the store and you can pick up your favorite dressing, or you can make the one that we have listed. Now what we want to do is get the dressing in there, let that sit and marinate. It'll taste good now, but if you let it sit, make it in the morning, let it sit for the afternoon, or let it sit overnight, the flavors are going to meld into this, and it's really going to come together nicely and be just a great tasting salad the longer you let it sit. And what I have is just a nice piece of Atlantic salmon. You can go to your favorite store that sells fish, whether it's Publix, whether it's Whole Foods. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit of olive oil over the top, rub that in, touch of salt and pepper, and then some fresh herbs. This is parsley. I've got some parsley here, I've got some chervil, I've got some tarragon. Set these to the side. Always nice to clean as you go.
Yes.
That mess later will be the mess you have to clean up. All right, would you like to do the honors?
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step to the side. We're just going to take this, grab it, pick it up, and turn it over into
Turn
a
it
skillet.
over?
Yeah,
It's going face down?
yeah. Face down, we want to sear it face down first.
All right, let's see if I can flip it. So it's got no skin on it?
Yes.
Ta-da!
People get a little nervous about this.
Yeah.
I've got a fish spatula here for you. So you can put your tongs down here. This is going to really be nice. You want to let that sit for a few minutes, and you see how on the sides here it's starting to get that nice color to it. Well, that's what you're looking for, and you want to kind of have that come up a little bit on the sides. Don't get too eager to turn it quickly. A lot of people want to get in the pan and kind of play with it and move it around. Let it cook. You know, let it cook for a second. Be patient with it. You want to get a nice color on the salmon itself on the outside of that, so when you flip it over, you're going to see a nice brown coloring. Let's try to flip that. So what you're going to want to do is just go in and kind of loosen it up around the edges. All right, and then just turn it over.
Woo! Ow!
It's all right.
I've been injured.
You got it. Flipping it is next time we'll, if we have to do that again, just tilt it like this so your oil goes down here, and you do it, turn it over there. All right, let's move it a little bit. Take your spatula again and try to just slide it over slightly.
It's stuck.
There you go. There you go. That's good. Perfect, perfect. And I am going to put, just for the saute for the flavor, I'm going to chop up a couple olives. And drop them in there. And I have a little parsley here. drop that in as well. Now that's just going to add to the flavor that we've already got going. All right, so our salmon is going to be ready. It's going to be cooked off. So let's go ahead and assemble. Your salad looks so good. We're gonna get that mixed up again and put that in there. But you see how the dressing really clings?
Yeah.
And you want that, and you want it to kind of cling, get in, and kind of soak into that salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a few greens. If you wanted to make this a nice lunch salad or a really hearty dinner salad, you can put some fresh greens with it. You don't have to. This is your salad, the tomatoes and everything like that. But I kind of like to have some greens with mine. And put some potatoes down. Some tomatoes down. Make sure we got some green beans in there. Okay.
Are we doing eggs?
And then we have our hard-boiled egg.
Magically shelled.
All ready to roll. So if you'd like to take a knife and just cut that in quarters.
It's just my nails. All right.
And
Stick them anywhere.
then put just one. Basically, I use a half of a egg on there, one on either side. Let's grab our spatula. Put our salmon right over top.
On top of the greens?
Right over top right here.
We're using fingers. Like that. All right. Nice.
All right. Now the only thing we have left to do is eat it.
Perfect.
And then just a touch of olive oil on the salmon.
Nice.
All right. Let's get you a fork so you can taste that.
Okay. So get a little bit of everything here. I don't think anyone's ever watched me eat.
I don't know if you'll get a little bit of everything, but you can try.
Trying. Pretty good.
How's that salmon?
It's pretty good. Well, thanks for showing us.
Oh no, my pleasure. Glad you came.